Chapters 1 through 10 of Berserk of Gluttony was a breath of fresh air. As someone who has read his fair share of series from this medieval fantasy genre, it's easy to get uninterested, bored, and even tired of the same rinse and repeat setting. However, I really enjoyed this one, not because it was some revolutionizing series, but because it gave me a different story. We start off with our main protagonist Fate accidentally activating his skill Gluttony for the first time. With it, should he kill someone or something, he's able to take their skills and stats and make them his own. But it's not that easy. Turns out Gluttony has a catch. The more he kills and the stronger he gets, the more Gluttony wants to kill. And if Fate doesn't satisfy Gluttony's bloodlust, he'll lose control, going on a rampage until Gluttony is satisfied. It's different than usual not having someone who's supposed to be a hero who saves the world. The conflict actually comes from himself, and so it makes me want to learn more about Gluttony and whether or not there are other unique skills that others may have within the world. One of the things the series does extremely well is the balance of action and development. Because of the nature of the skill Gluttony, it forces the story into this balance. He has to fight and kill, otherwise he'd lose control. And in moments where he almost loses control, he gets so exhausted that he's unable to fight the following day. This forces the story to constantly alternate the two, giving a satisfying feeling. We get action frequently due to his condition and get our character development and attachments afterwards. It's honestly done really well. On top of that, there isn't a flood of characters we need to keep track of. In the 10 chapters I've read, there are only 3 real characters introduced. Fate, our protagonist, Roxy, our supporting character, and the Berserk family, our antagonist. While other series will bombard you in the beginning with characters, Berserk of Gluttony chooses to build and focus on a few. It makes it easy to follow and doesn't make me feel overwhelmed at all. Just from these points alone, this series is something I would continue to follow. But of course, what's a review of manga without talking about the art? Now, I'm not an artist of any kind, so I'll let you be the judge. But if I had to describe it myself, the art is what I expect. It doesn't pop out to me as being some unique style, and it's not crude enough where it takes me out of the story. It does its job. The characters are distinct, there's details within their facial expressions, and they even take inspiration from other series, especially the details of the facial expressions. I don't know why, but for some reason, it stood out to me. It seems like such a small and simple detail that other series do as well, but for some reason, I don't think I noticed it in them as much as I have in this one. Just from how it's used to really express Roxy's embarrassment, it even showed that her mother is in fact ill, despite how she might look in every other panel. It's small moments like these that make me more invested in the characters. Overall, Berserk of Gluttony is something I want to read a lot more of. I want to know what the Galleon girl meant by saying it's still too early for Fate, and since I stopped at chapter 10, I'm itching to see how Fate deals with Chad Berserk. And so if you're looking for more things to read going into 2020, I would definitely check this out. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to like and share the video. If you didn't, let me know why in the comments so that maybe I can get better. I'm definitely not used to this type of stuff, so any comments would be great. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all soon.